Hi there, hope you're all doing well. I'm taking a bit of a breather this week from my usual painting style. I've come to realize I haven't really pushed myself in the last few months. Everything has just been about getting a quick and easy scheme that I can replicate easily for an entire army. This week I'm going to leave my comfort zone though and try out a bit of something new with a Drakkon Sage from Cast and Play. This is the perfect opportunity to try something new as it's a one-off mini for a D&D campaign. They were black and white Zenithal primed and I get started with the skin using British Khaki. I'm going for a gold non-metallic metal look for the skin. Probably not the best idea since I've never done NMM before, and starting out on an organic object instead of armor, probably not the best idea. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. To add some shadows and darken down the khaki a bit, I wash all of the skin with the Archaic Sepia wash. Now the wash has dried, I'll come back in with khaki and start building up the volumes where the light will be. This is by no means a tutorial on how to do non-metallic metal, as I've never done it before and I'm just sharing my first attempt. For the start of the volumes, I want to go for essentially a wide highlight on some of the most raised areas, just keeping the highlights lined up down the model to look like light is shining down. The next step up for the light is a smaller highlight inside the last one, and I went for golden brown for this one. The final highlight for the gold is yellow from AK Interactive. This may be a bit of a mistake though, as this seems quite saturated compared to what I was expecting, and a paley yellow may have been a better option for a final colour. With the gold now dry, I get started on the rose with the base coat of marine blue. Adding the shadows in, I paint some blue tone wash over all of the recessed parts. I tried to keep this somewhat neat but failed miserably, ended up going over way more than I should have done. To touch up my mistakes and bring up some of the flat areas with a bit more saturation, I come back in with marine blue and touch up all of those raised parts, just leaving the wash in the recesses. To start highlighting up the blue, I used Elysium blue. This is a scratchy highlight going over all of the raised edges as well as some of the folds and the fabric, just to break up that marine blue a bit more. The final highlight for the blue is with Celestial Blue, going over some of the edges already done and adding in some other bits just to add some more texture. Going over some of the already highlighted parts doesn't change the colour too much though, but it works to add a bit more of a texture and a bit of variation. Now for some leather parts and the staff, I get started with a base coat of Griffon claw. Of course, wood and leather don't normally look the same colour, but after the wash goes on the staff, it's going to change that colour entirely. Next up, I break up some of that Griffon claw with a highlight of Skeleton Legion, over mostly the claws and the horns, and was the highlight for the staff. The final highlight for the claws and the staff is done with Ivory Tusk. hoping this gives the wood a bit of a grey wood look as opposed to that standard brown. Now to change the color of the staff and the claws to where I want them to be, I wash them all with Archaic Sepia wash. This probably stains a bit too much, but it's still a good difference between the leather and the wood. To start highlighting up the leather parts, I add in warm grey over the sharp edges and the centre of the belt, leaving the Griffon claw just around the edges. The final highlight is more of an edge highlight using Grimy Grey. This is also used to bring up the top of some of the flat areas around the braces. For the gem and the eyes, I get started with Deep Green from AK Interactive. The gem has some sharp edges, so these get brought up with light green as well as the center of the eyes. Just to make the center point of that gem pop out that bit more, I used Escorpena green, just to bring out where the sharp edges meet on that gem. Moving on to the base, I get started with a once over of Dungeon Grey. While waiting for the grey to dry, I paint the base room with Doom Death Black. Of course, any black will do, this is just the first one that I grabbed off the shelf. Now for a sharp jump in contrast, I paint rock grey over the tops of the flagstones on the base. Before I wash the base, I get started with my first attempt of silver non-metallic metal using Wizard Grey as the base colour. This is going for all of the trim around the armour. There's going to be no wash for the grey like there was for the gold, so I get started building up the light values with pale grey. I tried to keep these as in line as possible with the gold lights, just to make it look like it's part of the same effect. The final light value, as well as a bit of an edge highlight, was done with silver grey. Finishing up the base, I went for Oblivion Blackwash, just to darken it down and try to draw the attention away from the base. And that will be it for the Drakkon Sage. It's refreshing to try something a little bit different and paint something I've never done before. I'm not too sure about the gold though, but I do like how the silver came out. I could definitely do with some more practice, but for a first attempt, I don't think it's that bad in my books. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, there'll be photos of this mini on my Instagram page. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.